The rise and fall of Johnny Manziel. Johnny Manziel was one of the most heavily recruited quarterbacks to ever come out of high school, and he made his mark as an elite quarterback in college. Now at the prime age of 27 years old, he's an unsigned free agent. How did he fall from the top in such a short amount of time? Today we will be discussing how Johnny Manziel rose to stardom and soon became a nobody in football. Johnny Manziel was known as a dual-threat quarterback, which meant he had the unique ability to not only pass the ball as well as any quarterback, but he was able to run the ball and elude defenders as well as most elite running backs. He chose to go to Texas A&M and started his redshirt freshman year. As stated by PeoplePill.com, he broke numerous NCAA Division I, FBS, and SEC records, which included becoming the first freshman and fifth player in NCAA history to pass for 3,000 yards and rush for 1,000 yards in a season. It was during this time that Manziel had his first run-in with the law, though. He was arrested for disorderly conduct and for having a fake ID. CNN later reported that the counts of possessing a fake driver's license and a charge of disorderly conduct by fighting were dismissed when a judge accepted Manziel's guilty plea. Fast forward to the end of his redshirt freshman season when he not only led his team to a victory over number 1 Alabama, but he also led them to a 41-13 victory over Oklahoma in the Cotton Bowl. These performances secured his position in the running for the Heisman Trophy Award, which he soon was awarded on December 8th, 2012. All seemed to be going so well for the young athlete until August 28th, 2013, when CNN announced that the NCAA announces that Manziel will serve a half-game suspension in Texas A&M season opener against Rice on August 31st for inadvertent violation regarding the signing of certain autographs. That's one heck of a way to start off your last season of college football, isn't it? The season showed that he still had potential to play regardless of his off-field issues. He threw for over 4,000 yards and passed for 37 touchdowns. That's 11 more than his previous year. NFL's recruiters were very interested in his ability to play football, but their main concern was whether or not he could stay out of trouble. This was the talk of the sports world leading into the 2014 NFL Draft. To his surprise, Johnny Manziel wasn't picked first. He was picked 22nd by the Cleveland Browns. This was his big chance to prove to the world of football what he had. When he got his first shot to showcase his skills in a preseason game, he found himself being fined $12,000 by the NFL for flipping the bird to the opposing team's sidelines. This action made it clear that he hadn't learned from his previous mistakes in his college days. He was given a few more opportunities in real games, but he was always unsuccessful. For instance, in his first NFL start in Week 15, he had only completed 10 of 18 passes for 80 yards and thrown 2 interceptions. After that performance, he solidified his role as a backup quarterback until he was given the chance again on November 17th. That's his third chance. 2015, when he was announced the starting quarterback for the rest of the season due to other players being injured. However, the Browns demoted him to third-string quarterback a week later after video surfaced of him partying in Texas of the bye week. Unsurprisingly, he was soon released by the Browns on March 11, 2016. Soon after the termination of his NFL career, what little bit of dignity and respect Johnny Manziel had was diminished as he was charged with misdemeanor assault charges on his ex-girlfriend. Apparently, Manziel forced himself into her car, pulled her hair, and threatened to kill them both. He had lost it all. His job, his fans, his girlfriend, and soon he had even lost the support of his family. His father said it in an interview on ESPN. He's a druggie. It's not a secret that he's a druggie. Hopefully he doesn't die before he comes to his senses. I mean, I hate to say it, but I hope he goes to jail. I mean, that would be the best place for him. I'm doing my job and I'm going to move on. If I have to bury him, I'll bury him. This statement from Manziel's father practically buried his public image forever. At the beginning of Johnny Manziel's career, he was gaining popularity quickly for being a dual-threat quarterback, but he had trouble off the field with his behavior. After breaking many records in college and getting his chance time after time in the NFL, his behaviors got the best of him. Johnny Manziel will go down in the history books as a dual-threat quarterback, but not the one he wanted to be known as. His dual threats were being able to play football and get in trouble.